Welcome, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's episode, it's true. It is the end of an era in Clash of Clans. The cookie has crumbled. The event has come to its, inevitable conclusion. And we all have to go back to regular style attacking. There's no more cookies. There's no more bags of frost mites littering villages, all the way from Legend League to the non-ranked leagues in the game. It's been fun. It has been crazy. And of course, we look forward to the next event whenever and whatever it may be. Just saying, I might have a little information that I'll be able to share very, very soon about that. But yes, so the question is, did you enjoy it? Was it a success? And how did it compare to the Halloween events? If you recall, it was the first event of its kind and it was completely free. There was no paid side, no possible version of a diamond pass, which is what some people have talked about being exhibited there. In fact, we don't have any idea how successful the free-to-play Halloween event was compared to Cookie Rumble. And then, of course, also remember that free-to-play players were still able to spend money to get more of the rewards. Only Supercell knows at this point which of these two events was a bigger success and which we will likely see more of in the future. And in fact, it's entirely possible there's a rotation of these two style events back and forth. I personally am excited and hopeful that we will see many more events like this rather than the addition of a diamond pass. If Clash wants to make a little bit more money, then why not run more events like this that are an absolute blast for players to participate in? And then we of course come to what we're showing on the screen, the event troops. And just how broken were they, right? Obviously, we had some breaking going on in the Halloween events, but it seemed to really take a severe turn here in the Cookie Rumble. And even after the bags of frost mites were nerfed, they were still crazy strong along with the cookies. And anybody who knew to use it until the very bitter end. And in fact, this was really obvious in Legend League. I'll tell you right now, in the Legend League range of 5,000 to 5,400 trophies, I saw very few people using event troops, and I had a lot of one-star defenses with my Southern Teaser base. Getting up above about 5,500 or so, suddenly everybody is 3-starring me every single time. I believe I had a negative 320 on the defense side one day where 8 players 3-starred my base. And yes, everybody was using event troops. And that's where the question becomes, is this good for the game or not? I also saw many players very upset at the fact that their war winning streaks were over because suddenly so many top clans were tying 100 to 100% damage. Lots of players complaining about only getting half the ore reward for a tied war, which the feedback, while was given to Supercell, is unlikely that that is going to change either, just because the possibility for fixing and that sort of thing, exploiting that reward, would be something that players would definitely do. But the question remains, event troops, good or bad for the game? My opinion is they're good, but I don't think we need to see event troops all the time, right? I feel like that's too much. And if, let's just guess that there are going to be 6 events like this every single year. It seems like a possibility, possibly a probability, probably a possibility. You get the point, right? It seems like, yeah, I think there's going to be more of this. The question is, do we have a Chinese New Year event? Is it a Valentine's event? Springtime, summertime, fall, World Championship event, right? And then back to Halloween and Christmas. I mean, there's easily 6 different events that could run every other month. But I think it would be a great idea if event troops were either A, not every single event, or 2, not nearly as strong as what we saw over Clashmas. Because then think about it, if you're running 6 events a year that last for nearly a month, that's half of the Clash seasons where you have these troops out and annihilating stuff. Then also, you have to think back to the World Championship qualifiers and CWL, and that also makes me think, That's another reason you will not likely see strong event troops except for right after the World Championships conclude, which could mean that the seasonal troops remain only in Halloween and Christmas, and the other events, and I'm just saying there could be events that show up, the other events don't have super strong seasonal troops. Maybe they're fun, maybe they're different. I kind of missed Santa's spell this past season. That would have been nice to have Santa's surprise. It's more of a cosmetic rather than a powerful event, spell, or troop that you could use. These are all possibilities, all ideas for a future event, but for now, yes, skill must again reign supreme rather than spamming troops and walking off with 3-star wins. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What is coming next? You know, I know, and I will be sharing it with you very, very soon, especially if you are subscribed and you're sticking around all the way to the end of the episodes. Thank you again, Galafam. Get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Be kind to other people, animals, and the planet, and I hope to see every last one of you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I want more broken troops. It's the only way I can 3-star.